What's up, YouTube? If you're a freelance paralegal just starting out in your journey and you don't have a lot of money to invest in marketing, you're probably asking yourself, where do I find clients? How do I get clients? And in this video right here, how to work virtually for law firms, that is what Yami Law asked. She wanted a video on how to get some clients. So in today's video, I'm tackling that very issue. I'm going to show you some free marketing resources available to you to showcase you, what you do, and how attorneys can work with you. So if this is something that you're interested in, stay tuned to today's video. I want you to hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell, and let's dive into things today. Because there's somebody out there who has the power to bless you. They're watching you. They could bless you. Show them some content and why they should work with you. Let's dive into it today. As a new freelancer, you're just getting started. Right now, it's about developing your brand, ranking on Google, getting your content out there to showcase your skills and land those paying gigs. Land those paying attorneys that want to use you and your valuable resources as a freelance paralegal for their clients and their company. If you watch this video right here, I talk about how networking is so important, about how getting out there on social media and posting for conversation is super important. And here's the reason why. You have to create content and engage with other people's content and post for that conversation to gain those valuable connections that could potentially turn into clients for you. And before we get into things today, I want to start by saying Canva is your best friend. Any freelancer starting out, any freelancer who is still going strong, Canva is absolutely your best friend. It's free and it is such an amazing resource because there's so much you can do with it when it comes to your marketing. Whenever you get on Canva, you can see all sorts of tools that are available to you, but it's great for using it for creating custom cover photos for things like Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter, and creating these visually pleasing presentations and transparent images for perhaps your blog or a video or something of that nature. So the first thing that you should do as a freelancer is really get on canva.com, create a free account, and start creating that content that showcases your skills and get it posted out there on the platforms that I'm going to talk about today. And the very first platform I'm going to talk about today is LinkedIn. LinkedIn for any freelance paralegal is probably your number one tool when it comes to engaging with people that could potentially lead to clients for you. That's where your audience is. They are on LinkedIn. We're going to talk about some other platforms today, but LinkedIn is really your best friend when it comes to potential leads. And there's a few reasons why. But before I get into those reasons, I want to talk about just your profile in general. Now, when it comes to your LinkedIn profile, I want you to really jazz up that puppy. I want you to get on canva.com and create a custom cover page that showcases you. Now, if you go to my LinkedIn website, you'll notice that I have a custom background, and that's something that I created in Canva. You can do the exact same thing and create a custom background that really showcases you, showcases who you are, and captures that audience that you want to lead into potential customers for you. When they're seeing that your creativity is out there and you've put together this custom dynamic cover page on your LinkedIn profile, that actually says a lot about you. You went above and beyond and created a custom cover for your LinkedIn. Put a great photo of yourself on there for your photo to capture that audience as well. Really take advantage of your part where that it's underneath your name. For me, I show that I am a paralegal, I'm a blogger, I'm a YouTuber, I'm an entrepreneur. So really get in there and jazz it up as much as you can. This is your online resume. This is probably the first impression these attorneys have of you. So you want to make sure that your profile is awesome, okay? Before you go and make all of these changes to your online resume, I want you to do a couple things first. I want you to go in to view your profile, and before you make all those edits, I want to make sure that you turn off your page from being a public profile or from being a LinkedIn members only profile. You want to make it to where it's completely private so that all of your changes that you're making in there aren't seen by your connections that you already have. They don't need to see that, so make sure that you turn your profile off of public view and make it private completely and make all those changes. Once all those changes are made, then you can go ahead and put it back on to where it is publicly viewed. And that's important. You want your LinkedIn publicly viewed. You don't want to limit attorneys being able to see your online resume because they're not a first or second connection. You want to make that public so that you are casting the widest net possible to capture those leads and turn those leads into clients. When you're making those connections in there and they're seeing your posts, that's what creates that trust and builds that audience and turns that audience into clients. So start engaging with people, start engaging with companies, start reposting articles, start celebrating the victories of your connections, and all of that will lead to potential customers. And bonus tip, in the event you ever launch a product as a freelancer and you have got some innovative product that you want to go ahead and launch on perhaps Teachable or Skillshare or a download from your website, whatever it is, your connections on LinkedIn are actually potential customers already. Because they're a connection to you, you actually have access to their information. That information can be exported from the LinkedIn network and be turned into an Excel document. Take that Excel document, turn it into a customer list, and when you're ready to launch a product, you can tell those people about the product that you're about to launch. And potentially, those connections could lead to potential clients. Customer lists is something that I definitely want to get into in another video because customer lists are huge, especially when it comes to launching a product. Your emails and the emails that you obtain through your connections and your members lists on your websites, which we'll get into again in another video, but your customer list is the biggest resource that you have. It's the biggest commodity that you have. It's the potential leads that you need for your customer base. So you definitely need to hold on to that and those connections and cast the net and bring in all those connections that you possibly can. When you're ready to launch a product, you're gonna thank me. Now let's get into the platform that everybody is talking about these days, and that is Instagram. Now, a lot of people that are on LinkedIn have Facebook pages, have Instagram pages, and Instagram has grown to massive proportions lately over the last few years, and there are a lot of attorneys and a lot of law firms that are on this platform. So same thing goes here. I want you to get out there, create the content, and post for conversations and really start engaging people and start posting on all of their posts and all of their comments and really get out there and engage that Instagram audience. If you already have an Instagram profile, great. Take a look at all of the posts that you've had from before and see if there's anything that needs to be removed or whether or not you can really use your personal profile at all when it comes to business use. If you can, create a business account. If you can go ahead and use your personal profile account because you've already got a lot of connections on there, you've already got a lot of followers on there, then take it to a business account. Don't keep it as a personal account. Really put it into a business account because there's so much analytics that are available to you on a business account that are not available to you on a personal account. And you really need to pay attention to your analytics and figure out what it is about you and your services that is working and what is appealing to people and how they are getting to you. I said it once, I'll say it again. When you're in the know, you can grow. So pay attention to those analytics. If you don't want to get on a platform like YouTube, which can make a lot of people nauseous, then the IGTV platform is definitely on the rise, and it's growing super fast, and a lot of people are looking to go to Instagram and IGTV only, especially with the new regulations that are coming out with YouTube and you having to say what audience, your videos are appealing to. And a lot of people are leaving the YouTube platform because of it and going over to the IGTV platform where there isn't all of those restrictions just yet. It is a great avenue to get your service out there, just to talk about it. Go live on IGTV or go live, in your posts. And it's great when it comes to engaging your potential customers. Hashtags are huge also when it comes to Instagram, and because you can really cast a wide net when it comes to those hashtags. So look to see what's trending and what sort of hashtags have a lot of posts. The ones that have the millions of posts, keep those in stories. The ones that have the thousands of posts, keep those in your regular Instagram feed. But have those hashtags ready and available by putting them on the notes on your phone. Now, I have notes on my phone, and I keep all of my hashtags right here in my phone because I post a lot from my phone, not from my computer when it comes to Instagram. So I just go over to my notes, I copy all of my hashtags from my notes section, and then I paste it into my Instagram post. This saves so much time when it comes to posting to Instagram because I don't have to type in all of those hashtags each time. Be careful when it comes to your hashtags. You don't want to be spammy. Switch up those hashtags every once in a while and have a range of a few different types of hashtags in your notes and ready and available when it comes time to posting to Instagram. Really quick tip when it comes to having that Canva account. Canva is also on your phone. It's on iPhone, it's on the iOS, it's on Android. And so anything that you create in Canva, you can download it onto your phone and you can post it to Instagram, post it to Facebook, post it to LinkedIn. It doesn't matter. It's on your phone. You can post it to those platforms. You can go to your notes. You can copy those hashtags. You can put it in your post. Bam, there you go. It saves you a lot of time right there. So Instagram is a really great avenue when it comes to casting that wide net and using those hashtags to get the leads that you want. The next item on our agenda today is Facebook. And Facebook is owned by Instagram, but it's actually not as huge as Instagram. And I'm not sure where it really comes in as far as marketing is concerned, because when it comes to Facebook ads, no matter what, you have to pay for it. So if you don't have any money, then it's, kind of defeats the purpose. But I will say that there are a lot of people creating these groups on Facebook for freelancers and for paralegals and for law firms. And I know of a lot of law firms in these big cities in like Dallas and Chicago and LA that are looking to Facebook when it comes to hiring and outsourcing their paralegal work, whether or not it's about coming in-house or outsourcing that work out. A lot of attorneys and law firms are looking at Facebook now because it's a lot cheaper for them than going to places like freelancer.com and upwork.com. A lot of attorneys are looking at these groups and keeping their eyes on up and coming freelancers so they can bring them on board on certain cases. So my advice is really to join a lot of groups in Facebook and again, start posting for conversation and get that content out there on Facebook. Now, when it comes to getting your content out there on Facebook, you're going to have your own Facebook page and you're going to have your own personal page, and that's the way that you're going to get that information out there. However, don't expect to be able to cross-promote your stuff on other people's pages. Now, there are a lot of groups for paralegals and freelancers out there, like I said, but you cannot just post your stuff on their page. And actually, I got banned from a page recently because I just mentioned my YouTube channel. Didn't post any links. I didn't say anything more that really didn't need to be said. I just talked about my YouTube channel, and that was enough to get me banned right there. So when it comes to the groups, really take a look at those rules when it comes to those groups, because there are some toxic groups out there. When you have rules that limit your DMs and says, hey, you can't DM people in this group, you can't have independent conversations, you can't form independent relationships. That is a toxic group because it is counterproductive to your industry. It limits your availability to free resources for you to help you in your job, your career, your skills. And it's really just a toxic community. So take a look at those rules when it comes to those groups and stay away from any of those groups that say that you cannot talk to one another. Networking is a huge part of this industry. And when it comes to Facebook, I've got to say, Facebook is more about networking and less about actually marketing your business, because there's some money involved when it comes to Facebook. Okay, the next item on our list is something that I also talked about in this video right here, and that is blogging. You should be out there writing, especially if you are not on YouTube and you're not on IGTV, then you really need to be blogging. You need to be creating content that is in a blog form and pushing it out there to all of these different platforms, especially LinkedIn. You need to get your post on LinkedIn because you have no idea who is going to pick it up out of all of your connections. We're all trying our best to help promote each other, and we're reposting and celebrating and doing the idea emoji, and you have no idea who's going to pick it up and how it is going to help drive traffic to your business. Recently, I posted a few articles that got picked up by a couple paralegal societies and 2 bar associations. And when those people picked up those blog posts from my website and started posting on Facebook and started posting on LinkedIn, my analytics skyrocketed. And while they were posting my stuff, my brand was going along with the ride and other people were seeing my blog posts. I was casting the widest net possible because I had a paralegal society and 2 bar associations pick up my blog and post it in a newsletter and on Facebook and on LinkedIn, which was awesome. So not only did that help to drive traffic to my website, it helped me to grow organically, because when you're writing and you're blogging and people are posting it and sharing it, that's what it's doing. It's helping you drive traffic to your website that is ranking you in Google, the largest search engine in the world. When you rank on Google, people find you faster, especially those attorneys. A lot of people are going to Google and looking for freelancers. They're not just going to LinkedIn. They're not just going to Facebook. They're getting out there and they're doing their research when it comes to you. If you get some dynamic, pleasing content put together and get it out there on those social media platforms, especially LinkedIn, and people are reposting it, they're retweeting it, then your brand is going along for that ride and your analytics will skyrocket. So I most definitely encourage everybody to start blogging, start writing. Once you start to get the hang of it and your blog is gaining some traction, then you get the opportunity to be able to monetize it on Google AdSense. And that is great. That is wonderful. There's a lot of revenue you can drive in ad generation through your blog, and it's just passive income that works with your writing. And we can get into that in another video, but definitely start blogging because it is a great way of showcasing what you do, who you are, and how you can be a great asset to attorneys, how you have the most amazing work to get out there, the great work product to get out there to attorneys. They're going to want to work with you when they see that great content that you're putting out there. And so now we are to targeted digital marketing. And targeted digital marketing can come in many formats. But when it comes to free targeted marketing, it really comes down to using a platform like MailChimp. And MailChimp is great when it comes to creating landing pages and campaigns to promote a product or help to launch a new product. For instance, Office 365. You guys know Office 365 is one of those big platforms that I love, I promote, I work at, I do. I'm an I do a lot with Microsoft Office 365. And so recently I did a demo on Microsoft Office 365 and how it can be used as a legal practice management system. And when I did that demo, I created ClickFunnels using MailChimp and put those ClickFunnels everywhere. Now I created multiple campaigns, and I created a campaign for Facebook, I created one for Instagram, I created one for LinkedIn, I created one for my website, and I put those everywhere. Now, when it came time for people to enroll in that demo, I knew exactly where that person was coming from because I paid attention to my analytics. When you're paying attention to your analytics, you know which markets to target. And you also will know where to put your money when it comes time to being able to allocate money to your marketing in your freelance journey. So really pay attention to those analytics. I hope today's video helped you learn how there is a lot of free resources out there and available to you to market you, your services, and what you can do for attorneys in your freelance journey. You don't have to spend a ton, an arm and a leg on marketing services. Build a business that is small, rank organically, scale your business up. And as you scale your business, you're going to have that money to be able to pour into marketing. You're going to be able to allocate $10 here and $20 there when it comes to Facebook ads or Instagram posts and promoting those, or perhaps a YouTube ad. You're going to eventually have money to be able to allocate towards that. And when you do, you're going to know where to allocate it because you've paid attention to your analytics this entire time, right? Yeah, right. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and tap that notification bell to receive a notification each time I post a video on here. As always, have a fantastic rest of your day, a wonderful rest of your week, and an amazing weekend ahead of you. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. No, that's not what I want to say. Targeted. Okay. No. I can do this. Okay.